Greetings, denizens of the vault. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech Doomsday Vault, Episode 34, Couples Therapy. Are Technoir and Kadath getting along? No. I've never seen it worse. Minus 100. It's like max negatives. Maybe Mayhem can help in about 1.8 days. We'll see. I'm hopeful, but I wouldn't hold my breath, because you might asphyxiate, which is something that Kadath might wish upon Technoir. So I have a bunch of dyes, but no, actually, no, I take that back. I don't have a bunch. I have a few. Thought I had more. How fast is Mayhem? Mayhem runs faster than, even as a preteen, runs faster than a full-grown adult. Good. It's great that you can buy pollock seeds now. Absolutely. Because it can be pretty challenging. I would say with the latest update, it's even harder to get the waste pack research, the waste pack atomizer, because the bosses are harder because lances don't work on them. So you need to use other tactics. So the fact that the game now offers 2 methods to remove pollution is really nice. Because also it's harder to remove pollution in general because of the whole changes to the whole pollution launching as well, right? You can't launch it and get away with it now. So it is quite nice that they changed it. Our actions have consequences, which is awful. Yep. Oh, man. I forgot how much Locust Armor sucks up the chem fuel. Whew. The 4 armors we made required 400 chem fuel, which is like a week's worth of colony power. Fortunately, the hunting opportunity... Oh, a Megasloth. I am going to only hunt this Megasloth with shield. I don't think it's safe for anyone else to hunt the Megasloth. Shield has jetpacks. And 2 creepy twins. Like it's some sort of horror film. Oh, speaking of creepy twins. Hey, raccoon trash pandas. Oh, no. Psychic Droner high. You know what I could do? Hold on. I'm gonna fight fire with fire. I see your droner and activate my own. Wahaha! Who is psychically sensitive? I don't recall. I don't think anyone is. Male-wise. But minus 30 and plus 15, I halved it at least. Will I try to get the atomizer in this at some point? Not in this series, no. In this series, we're not using mechs at all, and you have to... Well, actually, you don't have to use mechs to get the waste pack atomizer, but it's a completely unnecessary risk for my colonists to take. Oh, right, because there's solar panels there. Just because... In order to get the waste pack atomizer, you would need to kill the Apocryton, which is the last boss, twice. And that's a risky, dangerous thing to do. And risky and dangerous are 2 things that we probably don't want to do to our children. Like, if you had a child, would you go, oh yeah, so how about I call in endgame bosses at our doorstep, and you just Try not to die. Alright, my rice trap's working a bit too good. Shield's like, oh my god, there's so many animals to kill. Yeah, dude. So Bird is out in one day. Mayhem just got a shoot frenzy. Oh boy. So the incendiary launcher wants to launch more incendiaries. That's scary. Dang. Having children who are fast learners is just amazing. They're whipping through their skill levels. So shield pit. Oh, really? That's how you wanted to hunt it? At point blank, so it could nibble on you? And that's why I have locust armor. Did I apply any of the new ideological precepts to the series? I have not, no. None of them really make sense in the context that we're in. Like, yeah, they just don't make sense. So I left it alone, meaning that the details tab is still up to date. So once our chem fuel amounts and rice amounts recover, I could consider making even additional armor. You guys wanted me to make 6 helmets. I left that poll up a little too long, so I will queue that up. And here is the Nom Trader. I think Shield probably has the best trade price improvement, but I'm going to double check. He is inspired. So he has a 30, yeah, at 33 he's going to be best. It's 21 from Tech Noir, so quite a lot. Yeah, our ideology purposefully was very vanilla, just collectivist, so that I could highlight biotech without ideology really being involved at all. It was by design. Oh, they have chickens. Little chickadees coming. The latest update didn't actually add any memes. It only added some precepts. It added precepts about vat growing, about blood feeders, and about xenotyping, for the most part. So gene pack cold super tolerant, dark vision. Dark vision would be pretty cool for us to have, but I don't think it's not super important. Psychic bonding would fix a certain relationship that we have, though. So I am going to buy it. And I think that's all I'm going to buy. So I'll sell 1 gold to cover the cost. And now I have 0 silver. Relationship superglue. Exactly. Oh, Jesus. Oh, you know what's going to be a problem? I'm going to be... If I don't fight these guys, I'm going to be blamed for... any loss of life from these traders. I have to fight. Luckily, Mayhem with Burden should be highly effective. He had a mega screen TV? Oh, well, I don't have the money, so cool, but like I can't pay for it. I wish. I pretty much bankrupted myself the last trade opportunity. So, Nella, are you in place? Yes. Hyas, you in place? Carlotta. Okay. The vulnerable children are inside. And then Tech Noir, I'm going to have you do Combat Command again. I'd like, at some point, the opportunity for you to work drive others, but that's just not happening for me. I still have some art left. Not enough to mega screen TV. I have like one piece of art in my dining room. That's not going to pay for a TV. I can guarantee you. Oh god, they're coming. Mayhem, are you already out here? Yeah, you are. Okay. So some of them... Oh, wow. That is friendly fire. Shield. You're a level 16 shooter under combat command. And you murdered Gregory. I'm not entirely sure that you are as skilled as you say you are. Oh, and there goes Sappy, probably from one of us. Yep, Sappo just ripped you up. And, yep. Okay. Alright. So, I'm obviously Mayhem, don't fire. Alright, Mayhem is now Psi-Focus maxed. Unless I want a Neural Heat Dump, which I don't want to do. These traders are getting... Oh, that's an enemy. These traders... Sappo, you take a step forward. Okay. Reform the line. Taking a look at these rhinos. The two in front are not hurt. I'm gonna let my neighbor tank for me. Because we are collectivists after all. I didn't flee in time though. But luckily Cathanon is a genie and takes a knee quickly. Alright, Mayhem. Keep burdening. Oh my lord, Mega Hoof again? An eternal cheers to you. Alright, Cathanon, how are you doing? Ah, you're just bruised, yeah. Being a wimp has its perks. Any of them survive up here? No. Because I did hear the fire and I was a little worried about that, but no, they're okay. Well, like, they're not okay, but there's no one burning, so no one's suffering, which is good. Alright, Kadath, take a step up. And we're through. Yeah. Fight's over. All I have is some bruising. And a lot of bodies now to bury. Back to the pink cam. Let's put this fire out. And then Cam, you rescue Cathanon. I don't know where my gene went. Yeah, it's still sitting right here. Oh, wow. Who did you rob a bank? I'm starting to believe that you moonlight as either a billionaire or a bank robber. I'm not sure which, but in either case, I'm happy to launder your money. And I'm officially out of coffee. Well, I did my best. Oh, if they're fleeing, means a rhino got back up. No. No. Rhino didn't get back up. Alright. I'll finish the ones off that are downed. Make sure they stay downed. But the fires have been quelled. And we will tidy them up. Somehow or another, I didn't get blamed for the death. As you can see. No deaths. I was actually kind of hoping, and it was a little dark, I was kind of hoping that they would get knocked out and I would be able to rescue for relationship. Oh, really? Wait a minute! Wait! So, the rhinos that stomped half the trade, I don't get blamed, and then a warg goes, nom nom! Literally, what is it? It's a chicken that's like 5 tiles from the exit, and I get blamed for that. Oh, Shield, come out here. I need to go stomp some rhino. Man, I almost got out clean with no blame because things happen, right? Nope. Rim logic, right? Another thing that I'm going to have to do is these corpses here, the rotted animal ones, are going to have to get dumped because they are emitting rot gas right at the entryway, and that's not going to be healthy for anyone. So the ones with detox lungs can't contract rot gas, but everyone else can. So of the original 6, I just need one of the original 6 move the corpses out of the way, so that we don't get sick. All right, Shield, I drafted you to get revenge on the warg that ruined my relationship. And then once this warg's dead, all the dangerous animals on the map tile will have been taken care of. There's a mod called It's Not My Fault, or yeah, I don't mind. I like, for better or for worse, I like all of the RimWorld mechanics the way they are. They're funny and interesting and dynamic, albeit not always fair. But life isn't fair, so it's a pretty good approximation of life, I think. Hey, Sapo's using the... Yeah, look at this. Sapo's using the little arboretum, I guess. It's now officially called the Arboretum. So says I, as of now. And the droner's done, which is probably very good, considering we've been having some mental problems as a result. Alright, so now all those corpses... Oh, no, that's done. Now all the blight rot gas corpses are hauled. I'm gonna set them on fire. Cracked! Thanks for the bits. And Sashi for the resub. You only have $5, feels bad, man? Hey, if you only have $5, you keep it. Do not feel obligated to sub to me at all. All my content ends up on YouTube, so it's not like it's paywalled or anything. But I appreciate it. I could plant the Arboretum full of chocolate trees? I could, once it's pollution free. We could have a true Arboretum, or just like regular trees. We're allowed to plant outside, we're just not allowed to grow, or build rather. That's why you have gift kingpins? Yeah, angel investors, right? It's kind of the concept of angel investing. If I'm honest, given that I am not like one of those mega millionaire streamers that have a bajillion subs or whatever, my channel's very much crowdsourced. Especially early on. In the early days of my channel, not so much anymore, like I'm thriving, but really early on, without those early Patreon patrons, I probably would never have been able to pursue being a content creator. It's also why I try to support other content creators in the community with raids and direct support and that kind of thing. All right, I am so excited about this. We are going to fix a relationship here. Because Little Mr. Mayhem is becoming a Psycaster level 3, halfway to Psycasting superiority. And what did I get? I learned Beckon, which is pretty baller. And I am going to be able to pick up Wall Raise is a 4, but I'll be able to learn Words of Love, which is a level 3. And what is this? Mass Chaos Skip? That's a level 5, right? Level 6. So, 2. Words of Love. The other thing that I can do is I can Xenogerm the Psychic Bonding. So, I am going to give Psychic Bonding to... Oh, man. Well, it has to be Tech Noir, because Kadath's genes are regrowing. So I'll make it for Tech Noir. But there is a... Oh, I spelled Noir wrong. There is a bit of an issue with it. And I'll explain in just a second. Psychic Bonding only really works if they don't already hate one another. If they have such a low opinion of them, there's no romance opportunity. So the way Psychic Bonding works is anyone that you are able to romance, it's basically guaranteed to work, but you have to be able to romance them in the first place. So if we take a look at Tech Noir, for instance, she only has an ability to romance Shane, which would be really weird because she's 28 and he's 16. So, yeah, not going there. Oh, Yaroslav, that's not your clothing. So my point is that if we want Tech Noir and Kadath to get back together, I'm going to have to do more than just give her Psychic Bonding. I'm going to have to repair some of the relationship. But then once the relationship is better repaired, I can clinch it by doing a Psychic Bond. Isn't it risky? What if something happens to one of them? I like the risk. So how's that for an answer? But now Big Bird is gone. So make 6 cat helmets is my priority. That's what you guys wanted. I'm going to catch up on the advanced components first, but yeah. So there's the Xenogerm. Tech Noir is already asleep, so I'm just going to do it. And, oh, that's an IUD. Implant the Xenogerm. With Cam. So the idea here is to implant her with the Xenogerm, and then use Words of Love on both her and Kadath to try to repair the relationship just enough to get the Psychic Bond triggered to get them back together. So I'll add that to the priority as well. And get Tech and Kadath back together. Cross his fingers. Exactly. There might be a compelling reason to give Psychic Bonding to Sapo to one of the people in the remaining couples. So either Sapo or Cam, Shay or Shield. Should I add bonding to the other couples? The advantage of it is that they would be in a relationship guaranteed. The disadvantage is we would have to eat more. So there's a food cost, and also there's an opportunity cost of not being able to implant a different Xenogerm. So if I, let's say, implanted it into Cam, she couldn't then get a different Xenogerm for another 2 years. But Mayhem has Words of Love. Oh, how are you up? There's no doctor. What do you mean there's no doctor? Cam's a doctor. Just go. Oh, whatever. He's like, I don't want it. I want to stay single. And Mega Hoof, thanks again for more gifted subs. Hi, bud. Look this way, so they can see you. No Tuss today? No, my office door is closed. She can't get in. Man, every time I look back, the wrong person has a parka on. Well, let me try this again for like the nth time. There. I queued it up so that Shay's gonna wear it. There we go. It's a Tech Noir. Oh, because Cam's asleep. That's interesting that you schedule it, but it won't even allow it. Okay, Cataphract armor is researched. I'll just keep doing the rest of the research. And one more minute to vote in this poll, because it's relatively close. So if you haven't voted yet, please do. Because unlike many of the polls that we've got, this one is uncertain as to which will win. Does bonding cause more cheating? No, fortunately it's the inverse. Maybe it will, if I go over here to psychic bonding, it will tell you. It's a... Okay, here's psychic bonding. Carriers of this gene have a special neural organ that makes them physically bond with a lover for life. As long as the lovers are together, they will be happy. If they are physically separated, they will be disturbed by the distance. If one dies, the other's mind will be badly disrupted. So there's risk and reward. And there we go. Tech Noir, our dear mayor, now has psychic bonding xenogene. And yes. So of Sapo and Cam, who gets bonding? Because we don't really need one person with it. Can you remove bonding? What part of it's a bond for life makes it seem like it's removable? Oh no, my rat has the flu? I don't like that. At least he has a bed. And Cam, go tend. I do not have to add it to both people for it to work. In fact, there is no advantage to adding it to the second person at all. All it would do is drive up my food requirements. How's the new tree? Oh yeah. It's working. It's working good. Checking on the other trees. This one has waste packs that are decaying. This one has a lot more cleaning to do. And then this one has waste packs decaying. So I'm not going to be able to do any cleanups anytime soon. All four Pollux trees are kind of busy. I think we caught it. Yeah, we definitely caught up. We have so much meat right now that I'm going to switch this back to Tinctoria. We have like a ridiculous amount of meat in the colony. Some more Nommers coming by. All right, looks like Sapo is going to get the next one. And then between Shay and Shield, who gets that one? Two and a half minutes to vote on that. How's your blood rot? Oh, it's good. Xenogerm has been completed. This is Sapo's. Order implantation in Sapo the Baseliner. And Technoir will be out of coma in about 8 hours. I'll actually keep Oh, that's not good. I'm going to suspend this for now until we have Technoir out of coma. I don't want two people in coma at the same time. Thomas, I'm going to have you start to clean as a high priority for me. Gotta have someone keep the base clean. Oh, so I'm going to call this early. This will go to Shay. So let me cue this up. Shay, I'm calling it early because we have a growth moment for Nella. So Nella can get 3 passions and a trait. Nella's passions. We'll do that first. So it's a choice of animals, plants, intel, melee, art, medical. 1 minute to vote on that. And then the traits: chemical interest, beautiful, gourmand, delicate, jealous, or recluse. The teaching, 93%, 91, 87, and 89. Yeah, they're learning pretty good. Also, for reference, the top 3 options become passions, not just the top option. So, you're free to vote for... Like, if the thing you really want is a leading, you can move your vote around for your number 2. So it looks like melee, art, and plants. Okay. Got it. Trait for Nella. Given that delicate is new, I should also explain delicate. Delicate is kind of the opposite of tough. You just get 15% more damage, whereas tough, you get half damage. Carlotta will be happy to have someone help with the plants. True. And then also, if they work together, there's a high likelihood for them to form more than just a friendship. Just food for thought. Nella did not get a no trade option. Yeah. Which is interesting. So sometimes there's just a no trade option, but not always. Just weird. Oh, Nella the Beautiful. All right, this is a runaway, so okay. Nella's a handsome lad. Gerardo, Nella, Taylorum. He's the first not to be offered Psycho. Oh, Shield with another inspired trade. Shield, you just... We don't even have things, like, worth selling, though, right now. Carlotta's been so busy in the farm, Carlotta has not had the time to work the art bench. As far as pronouns go, I get them confused as well. To be fair, Nella is a pretty feminine name sounding, but is male, and then Mayhem is named after Miss Mayhem. That's the person that won Mayhem. But Mayhem's male, so like the pronouns are all over the place. Oh, a cold snap. Oh no, that's not good. Cold snap real bad. Yeah, okay. The Tinctoria out there has no hope. That's a big bummer. And there is the Shea Xenogerm. So we have the Shea and Shield Xenogerm ready to go. Still waiting on Tech Noir to uncoma, which happens in just an hour. And then Mayhem has to start working the love magic. So, Kadath, where are you? Okay, Mayhem will have to go meditate. So for 8 days, Kadath will have his brain wired towards a relationship with Tech Noir. As you can see, it's not that much, right? The relationship was really ruined. So it took it from negative 100 to negative 63. All I need is greater than a 1% chance for a relationship. But yeah, as you can see now, the chance to romance Shane is 100%, because Tech Noir cannot fail. That is the power of psychic bonding. So now that Tech Noir is up, Sapo, you are going to go under the, I would say knife, but actually the Xenogerm's getting planted in your brainstem. Like at the top of your spine. In your cervical spine. So yeah, under the knife. But it's sort of pseudo-non-surgical. It's weird how they describe it. They explain it. So Ludion gives the lore of a Xenogerm kind of like the altered carbon implant stack. That's how it seemed to me, if you're familiar with altered carbon's sort of implant system. So Sapo now has his, and he'll be in a coma for a day. And yeah, I have to do Words of Love for Tech Noir on Kadath as well. Wherever Kadath went. There. Okay, so now that that's done, I need to give Tech Noir and Kadath good feelings about one another. Because Tech Noir is starting to like Kadath, but the inverse is not true. How much should I tinker with the relationship mechanic? Oops. I have to type that over again. A little, a lot, not at all. So I'm asking this because there are ways to sort of game the system, exploit the system, something like that. I don't have to go full Love Shack, but it depends on what you guys vote on. So in order to get them back together, how extreme should our measures be? Leave that up to you. And now I have Moby stuck in my head. Extreme ways are back again. Luckily, we're heading into summer, so this cold snap is annoying, but not critical. Because it's summer plus cold snap, not winter plus cold snap. Winter plus cold snap would be, horrible. I see that a lot seems to be winning. Let's face it, you're tinkering with it a lot already. Well, I'm tinkering right now with it within the limitations of RimWorld. Granted, the other solutions I have in mind are still within the limitations of RimWorld. They're just more ethically gray. I wouldn't even say they're gray. Ethnically... charcoal. You'll see why I call it charcoal. All right, seeing what you're voting on. Is my cam not synced with my voice? It should be. I didn't tinker with that. Oh, yeah. Oh, and all the chocolate's dead, too. Chocolate's been canceled from Krampus Randy. Thanks, Krampus Randy. Hey, Tie-Dye. How's it going, man? Solo raid. I'll shout you out. I don't mind. Welcome. Alright. This is a kind of a runaway poll, so we are going to tinker with the relationship mechanic a lot. So let me change the priority here. Well, actually, the priority remains the same. It's just we're going to use extreme measures for reasons. For ethical reasons. I am also going to... I'm not going to bother moving the door. How many years am I in? I am 237 days in. It's 60 days in a year, so I'm almost on year 4. Should we call it the love oven? The hot seat. Cupid's heat. Going into heat. Uh-oh. I am out of chem fuel. Hey, Hyas, my dear. Would you make chem fuel for me? Let's go ahead and change the outfits here. New outfit's going to be called Armor. And it's going to be 61 plus. Headgear will be only cataphract helmets and marine helmets. And then the armor is going to be locust armor. And then pants. And button-down shirts. And then the regular adults is no longer going to include cat armor or marine helmets or locust armor. And that way they don't continually try to wear things that they shouldn't be wearing. It does mean for the time being they will take off their gas mask, but that's fine. So the reason why Mayhem is older is, and I guess I never explained this, so it's worth explaining. In the storyteller settings, children age up faster unless you change the slider. And the reason for this is because the typical RimWorld playthrough generally isn't like 18 plus years. That's not how long people tend to play their RimWorld saves. So children age much more quickly when they're young until they so it's kind of like a sloping curve until they hit 18, I believe. And default is that children age 400% faster. That's the default, unless you customize your own difficulties. So that's true on every storyteller. Which is why Mayhem's biological age versus chronological age are different. Chronologically, Mayhem is 3 years, 1 quadrum, and 7 days old. But biologically, 11 years, 3 quadrums, 4 days old. And then Carlotta's even older at 12. Carlotta's closing in at 13. All right, let's see. The relationship hasn't moved an inch yet. Sapo's still down for 9 hours. And unfortunately, I am just about out of my initial plasteel, so I really do hope to find another vein of it, because I'm going to run out of it sooner or later. And Carlotta's older because Mayhem was dead for a bit. You know, death does that. It's weird, right? No, don't use that die. Leave that die alone. I was going to dye my armor. So we're starting to get the first cat helmets. Hey, ice cold. Thank you for the resub. Nope, Shield's wearing it. Honestly, it makes sense that Kadath would have the first one, but whatever. I don't really care. As long as it's being worn. Let's get another one. We're doing 6. I'll update my priority to have it down 1 to 5. And Mayhem, you are ready? So Kadath, unfortunately, you are going to have less than an ideal day. Mayhem will be guaranteeing that. Tech Noir, please stand out here. Whoa, Boomrat, where are you going? Coming into my kill box, are you? I have bad news for you. So one of the ways to repair a relationship is to be rescued regularly. So I'm going to have Kadath kind of collapse due to heat stroke and then save him. I don't want him to get burned, though. So I need to feather this well so that he doesn't get burned, but he does collapse due to heat stroke. So I'm going to put out some of the fires, but not all of them, you know? Just to get the right amount of unpleasant sauna. I could do this in with heaters as well. Like, that would be safer. Maybe I'll do that in the future. But as soon as he gets heat stroked and gets knocked out, I will rescue him with Tech Noir. Yeah. Oh, I'm on a... What is your temperature range? 43°C? Okay, yeah. It's still way too hot. Too bad I don't have a Wimp Xenogerm. That wouldn't honestly help in this situation, because then you'd be stuck being wimpy for like 2 years. Oh no! My knight in shining armor. I don't think that counted. No. Because she was drafted. That's my bad. Hey buddy, you gotta collapse again, I'm sorry. I'm bad at science. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech Doomsday Vault, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow vaulters,